Hello and welcome to yet another episode from Mother Bitcoin. Woo. Today the Bitcoin price pushing down again, and this should make everyone happy. Why? Because we are always looking for lows to buy in. So the one thing Warren Buffett said that was actually true and honest, because the guy is a scumbag. You can't have hundreds of billions of dollars as this guy has, right? He's a billionaire, I think, hundreds of times over, something in that vein, right? Very wealthy, unless you're connected to scumbags. Israel, excuse me, Mossad. And so the answer to life's financial woes, the people that print that own the machines that print the money, essentially that's the problem, as we all know. Bitcoin is it's really our only hope. They will attempt to, some people call it financialize or rehypothecate Bitcoin, where a bank or an institution only owns what rehypothecation refers to is by holding very little of something but being able to loan out a lot of it, which is what our banking system is based in. It's all a scumbag system. Run by scumbags and murderers and child traffickers. Those are of whom that stand today that run the world. And this is becoming more and more obvious, painfully obvious. Had a family member fly to Hawaii. Turns out in Hawaii, you can't go to the beaches. Because of the COVIDs. You can't go to the beaches. That would be too fun. Isn't it strange how they're taking sports away and pretty much everything fun in life? That they believe, and they know that the Americans enjoy, especially the Westerners enjoy, and turning it into a political scenario. So sad, isn't it? So sad. It's desperately sad. And so here we are, and we have to look to Bitcoin and Ethereum and decentralized currencies. We have to look to those to solve our world's foremost problem. Please research Henry Ford. And Henry Ford talked very succinctly about the world's foremost problem. Yeah, he knew about the pesky Irish Catholics. Yep. He knew that they were destroying the world as a group. And does it mean that there are only pesky Irish Catholics controlling the media and the banking and making the world a shit place, or doing the best they can to make it an unfree shithole? Does it mean it's only pesky Irish Catholics doing that? No, it doesn't mean that. Is Bill Clinton and that shill, that fucking paid for banker scum, Barry, they call him Obama, do you think this guy Barack Obama, do you think that he was as advertised? He and his family? Doesn't seem like it now, does it? Doesn't seem like the president any longer runs the country, does it? When I was a kid, we all thought that. We all thought the president ran the country. And for those of you who are watching this video to this point, try to remember back to a time when you were younger where no one said bad things about presidents in the past. Very rarely did someone sometimes they were just political people, but at that time, the Americans themselves were not so politicized, right? The Americans weren't a political people. It wasn't a political place. People didn't talk about politics. Now that's all they talk about. All they talk about, they've all been teased up watching this thing we're all supposed to pay attention to about Trump and who likes Trump and who doesn't like Trump. Does the word divide and conquer mean anything to you? You have to look past the players in the play. You have to look up at those of whom it is who own the machines that print the fiat currency. It's not money. Money is only something that is a true storage of value, like gold. Gold is a form of money. or Bitcoin is a true form of money because it has intrinsic value. Okay? But currency is something else completely. Currency is something that can just be printed and controlled by people who control other people who have guns that will kill you if you don't comply. Right? And that's what we're getting away from in Bitcoin. We're getting away from coercion. We're getting away from blackmail. We're getting away from force. And it's a silent revolution. That's what it is. If you don't think so, you're mistaken. If you're only in Bitcoin because of trying to make money and get rich, that's the wrong reason to be in it. It is a reason. It is a derivative of how wonderful it is, but it's just a derivative. It's not the reason to invest in Bitcoin or to learn about it. God forbid. If people really want to profit, right, you really want to benefit by the changes in the world, they would study cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology itself, and to better understand what's coming so they can do things that would actually help the people of the world as the world moves forward. We're not going back to a fiat-based system. We're not going back to a physical gold-based system, which obviously has been compromised and is not as advertised. So it makes the most sense, and this is where we're going, which is something like Bitcoin, where it cannot be rehypothecated. You cannot own one and then loan out 1,000 or 1,000,000, but you only have one in reserve. That's the world's foremost problem. And there's a specific kind of people behind it. Pesky Irish Catholics. And so, as I was saying earlier, is it only the pesky Irish Catholics that control the media, the sports teams, that are politicizing everything? No, it's not only them. Bill Clinton is not one of them exactly, and neither is Bill Gates, but they're paid to help foment their nefarious goals. That's what we're seeing. And you may think I'm wrong, that's fine. That's what America was based in, differences of opinion. You know, I've got a stepbrother who would love to disagree with me and who wholeheartedly disagrees with me. Lots of people do, and I say, great, that's good. He's still my brother, and that's the way the world should be. We have differences of opinions, we have differences of perceptions, and I'm here, Mother Bitcoin, giving my perception. Doesn't mean I have to be 100% right. Doesn't mean that. I mean, if we look at what Bitcoin's done, of course, even after this big scary drop, that the SEC, which is in bed with the Treasury, which is in bed with the Fed, those who control our money, they print and they print. And through this printing, by default, you have control. You have control over media. You have control over even popular thinking. YouTube, bought by Google, okay? So you're being censored. Your way of life and your cultures are dying in the West, especially. And it is a real push to control the masses, right? So no matter who is right and wrong, who is right or wrong about any specific subject, we know one thing for sure, that things aren't going the way as they should. And how should they go? Well, I would recommend, for me, a world where kids feel safe to be outside because they are safe to be outside. A world where people are free to travel. A world where people are free to disagree completely and not have to fear for their lives, for their own lives, for disagreeing or for being a Trumper, you know, and getting shot for it. This is all fomented. It's Bolshevism. Here, it is Bolshevism, and it's ugly. And it consolidates power more so than other forms of, air quotes, democracy. America's not a democracy. It never was. It's not a democracy. Well, what is it? It's a republic with a constitution. That's what it is. It's not a democracy. People sit on their asses and they want free stuff from the government. Go ahead and try it. It's not going to work out. Never has, never will. You'll have no freedom. You guys can see it now. I've been talking about this on Mother Bitcoin for long periods of time. Hopefully they'll let me upload this video. Maybe they won't. Let's wait and see. Till that time, I think I'm going to get a hot buttered nut rub. Yeah, I think I'll choose a boy. Yeah, why not? Why not this time? Let's live a little. Why does it always have to be a girl giving me a hot butter nut rub? Let's see, they're open. We'll use a boy this time. Do 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 do. Excuse me, what's your name? And he barks out a foreign name to my ear. I'll just call you Todd. There's the massage parlor. Indeed. Okay. Ciao, ciao.